In a small quiet village nestled between rolling hills and thick forests, the night held a particular kind of mystery. For generations, the elders had passed down a stern warning: pregnant women must never venture outside after dark. It wasn't just superstition. They said it was for their safety and the protection of their unborn children. But like all tales woven through the threads of time, not everyone believed. Some thought it was an old wife's tale, while others believed it was a way to keep women confined to their homes. One such woman was Adaku. She was a young and vibrant soon-to-be mother, heavily pregnant with her first child. Her pregnancy had been celebrated by the entire village, for she had waited many years to conceive. Her husband, Emeka, was one of the village's finest hunters, and they lived a peaceful life filled with anticipation of their child's arrival. Adaku, however, was not one for rules. She didn't understand. She often dismissed the village warnings about spirits lurking in the darkness, scoffing at the idea that nighttime could hold more danger for her now that she was carrying a child. "I have walked all these roads all my life," she would say to her husband. "Why should now be any different?" Emeka, deeply respectful of traditions, would always respond, "Adaku, it is not for us to understand everything. Some things are beyond us. We must listen to the elders." But Adaku's spirit was as strong as it was independent, and her curiosity only grew. One evening, under the silver light of a full moon, she decided to prove that the stories were nothing more than ancient fears. Emeka had gone hunting and wouldn't return until dawn, so she seized the opportunity. As soon as the village began to settle in its nightly rhythm of dimming fires and soft lullabies, Adaku slipped out of her hut. The cold breeze kissed her face as she wandered through the village square, her hands resting protectively on her swollen belly. The air was filled with the distant chirps of crickets and the night seemed peaceful, even though a strange stillness hung in the air. Adaku walked slowly, the rhythmic sound of her footsteps blending with the night, her confidence growing with each step. "I knew it," she whispered to herself. "Nothing to fear." She made her way towards the forest path, a narrow trail the villagers used to fetch water from the river by the day. The moonlight filtered through the trees, casting down eerie shadows on the ground. As she walked, something strange began to happen. The night sounds, the chirpings of the crickets, the rustling of the leaves suddenly fell silent. The air grew colder, and Adaku felt a shiver creep down her spine. Determined to prove her point, she pressed on, but her steps faltered when she noticed something strange ahead. In the distance, just beyond the curve of the trail, she saw a faint glow like fireflies, but much larger, moving slowly in the air. Her heart began to race, not from fear, but from curiosity. Could it be that the elders were right? Were the night spirit real? As she approached, the glow grew brighter, revealing figures moving in the shadows. They were not human, at least not entirely. Their shapes were tall and slender, their skin shimmering with a faint, ghostly light. Their faces were hidden in darkness, but their eyes glowed like embers, casting a chilling light into the night. Adaku gasped, stumbling back a step. These were the Ajani, the night spirits the elders had warned about. The Ajani were known in legend to roam the earth during the darkest hour of the night, drawn to pregnant women because of the powerful life force they carried within. The spirits were said to be jealous of the unborn life, and they would either curse the child or steal it away into the spirit world, never to be born in the physical realm. Adaku's heart pounded in her chest as she recalled the stories her grandmother had told her when she was young. They only come for those who do not heed the warnings, her grandmother had said. The unborn are the greatest treasure. Fear finally gripped her as the Ajani drew closer. They moved with gracefully ethereal glide, silent but intent. Her feet refused to move. Her breath came in shallow bursts as panic seized her. Adaku turned to run, but the path seemed to have vanished, replaced by a thick fog that surrounded her, trapping her in the night with the spirit. One of Ajani reached out towards her, its fingers long and bony, glowing faintly in the dark. "Leave me!" Adaku cried, clenching her belly. "This child is mine." But the Ajani did not heed her words as the spirit hand inched closer. A voice suddenly pierced the night, deep and commanding. "Begone, spirit of the night! You have no place here." It was Emeka. He emerged from the fog, carrying a burning torch in one hand and clutching a small skirt talisman in the other. The Ajani recoiled at the sight of the flame and the talisman, retreating back into the shadow with angry whispers that faded into the night. Adaku collapsed into Emeka's arms, trembling. "I'm so sorry," she sobbed. "I didn't believe. I don't know." Emeka held her closer, his face aged with worry but also relief. "The elders are wise for a reason," he had said softly. "The night belongs to the spirit. We cannot understand. You must never risk your life or our child's again." They made their way back to the village, the fog lifting and the familiar sounds of the night returning as they approached their home. The village elder, Baba Ikena, stood at the doorway, waiting. His face was serious but kind, his old eyes filled with understanding. "You've seen them now, haven't you?" Baba Ikena said quietly. "The Ajani, they are ancient spirit, and their anger for life is endless. Pregnant women are especially vulnerable, for they carry what the spirit can never have: a new soul, a new life." Adaku nodded, shame washing over her. "I didn't believe you, Baba. I thought it was just a tale to keep us afraid." The old man smiled gently. "Many think that until they see the truth. But it's not about fear. It's about respect. The spirit of the night are part of our world, just as we are. But we must know our place and respect theirs. The life growing inside you is sacred, and it draws attention from forces beyond our control. That's why pregnant women must never go out after dark." From that night, Adaku never doubted the wisdom of her ancestors. She stayed indoors as the sun set, protecting herself and her unborn child from the dangers that lurked in the darkness. The village continued to thrive. The warning passed from mother to daughter. "Never venture out at night when pregnant, for the spirit of the night are always watching. Months later, Adaku gave birth to a healthy baby boy, much to the joy of her family and the entire village. The night spirit, thwarted by Emeka's bravery and the power of tradition, had been kept at bay. And so, the tale of the Ajani was told again and again, a story of warning, respect, and the unseen forces that still walk among the living. To this day, in that small village, no pregnant woman dares to step outside after dark for all the night. Still, in many African cultures, it is believed that the night belongs to the spirit forces beyond human understanding that roam the darkness. For pregnant women, the risks are even greater, as the unborn life they carry attracts the attention of these unseen entities. The story of Adaku serves as a powerful reminder: never venture outside after dark if you are pregnant. The night spirits, known as Ajani, are jealous of the life within you. They seek to disrupt, harm, or even steal that life away. Protect yourself and your unborn child by respecting the boundaries of the night and staying safely indoors. The world of spirit is not one to be underestimated. Heed the warnings of elders and follow the wisdom of traditions. What may seem like old superstitions could be the very thing that keeps you safe. The darkness holds dangers that the daylight cannot reveal. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to this channel for more African folk tales. Bye.